Oh, you're gonna love this one. Get comfy, let your thoughts wander. And when you're ready, baby, dream of a new life.
I Became the Resolution by Catherine Serafina. Chapter 1. New Year's Eve. I met Tom and Emily in the lobby, which honestly felt about right. They were standing near the elevators, Emily already shrugging out of her coat, Tom juggling his phone and a small gift bag, both of them wearing that specific expression parents get when they're temporarily free, but not entirely convinced it's real. "Hey," Emily said, smiling a little too brightly. "We made it." "Barely," Tom added. "I'm still not convinced someone isn't going to call and tell us we have to turn around." I laughed and stepped in beside them as the elevator dinged somewhere above us. "How long has it been since you've had a night out?" I asked. Emily didn't even hesitate. "I genuinely don't remember." "Over a year," Tom said. "Easily." They exchanged a look that was equal parts fond and exhausted. "Well," I said, "at least you managed New Year's Eve." Emily nodded. "My parents took her." "That's good," I said. "Both of them?" She snorted. "Oh no, my mom is watching her. My dad is probably just watching TV." The elevator doors opened and we stepped inside. "Actually," Tom said, pressing the button for Jason's floor, "he's been really excited about tonight." Emily rolled her eyes affectionately. "He's watching the clock hit midnight as it rolls through different countries. Fireworks, countdowns, the whole thing. He says it makes him feel like he's participating without having to leave the couch." "That tracks," I said. The elevator hummed upward, the three of us settling into a comfortable silence that didn't need filling. It felt good, that familiarity, warm, easy. Jason's building was exactly what you'd expect, clean, upscale, quiet in that way that suggested everyone inside had already decided where they were spending the night. Jason answered the door almost immediately. "You made it," he said, grinning as he stepped aside to let us in. "Perfect timing." His apartment was swanky without being cold. Everything looked intentional, but lived in soft lighting, good furniture, space that felt expensive without feeling like a showroom. And the smell hit me almost immediately. Food. Good food. "You really went all out," I said, glancing toward the kitchen island. Jason shrugged. "It's New Year's Eve." Everyone's favorite drinks were already lined up behind the bar, bottles placed with the kind of thought that meant he'd remembered preferences without being asked. Several bottles of champagne were chilling nearby, clearly marked for later. The spread of finger foods looked planned, not thrown together little bites, things that actually went together. "Did you make all of this?" I asked. "Most of it," he said. "The rest I outsourced responsibly." I shook my head, smiling. People who didn't know Jason well sometimes assumed he was gay. The rest of us knew better. He was just wealthy, capable, and unapologetically domestic. Julian and Claire were already there, perched comfortably on the couch like they'd been there for hours. We exchanged hugs and quick greetings, the kind where nothing needed explaining. Anna caught my eye not long after. "You okay?" she asked quietly, slipping in beside me while Jason distracted Tom and Emily with a story about grocery shopping right before the rush. I nodded. "Yeah, I'm good." She studied me for a second longer, then nodded too, apparently deciding to believe me or at least to let it go for now. The night settled into itself. Drinks were poured, music played softly in the background. Decorations were festive without being over the top, some lights, a few nods to the holiday, nothing screaming about it. Then the door opened again. Chase arrived late as usual, a woman on his arm I didn't recognize. "This," he said cheerfully, "is Madison." Introductions followed, the energy shifting just a bit as the group recalibrated to include someone new. Jason raised an eyebrow. "I didn't realize dates were allowed." Claire didn't miss a beat. "Jason, you could have brought a date if you'd wanted to." Madison laughed and held up her hands. "If it's a problem, I can totally text some friends." Jason's interest sparked immediately, but I stepped in before it could spiral. "No, you're fine," I said quickly. "We just like to keep things small, but you're absolutely welcome." Her shoulders relaxed. "Okay, cool." Anna closed the gap immediately, wrapping Madison in a quick hug. "Welcome," she said warmly. "You made it through the hardest part already." From there, everything flowed. Food disappeared, conversations overlapped and shifted. Madison fit in more easily than I would have expected, laughing at the right moments, listening more than she talked. At some point, someone, probably Jason, said, "All right, since it's that time of year, resolutions." A few groans followed, but no one actually objected. Emily laughed first. "Fine, I'll go." Tom glanced at her, already smiling. "You sure?" She nodded. "Yeah, we're trying for another baby." The reaction was immediate. "No way," Anna said. "Already? That's amazing," Claire added. Tom lifted his hands defensively. "We're not announcing anything yet, just trying." Chase leaned back in his chair, grinning. "I mean, if you need help, Finish that sentence and you're dead," Emily said sweetly. Everyone laughed, Tom included, and Chase raised his hands in surrender. "Kidding. Obviously. Mostly." Julian shook his head, smiling. "You're brave for even saying that out loud." "Someone had to start," Emily said. "All right, who's next?" Julian hesitated, then shrugged. "I want to actually do something with my hands." Claire turned toward him. "You already do. You type." He rolled his eyes. "I mean, really do something, build something, create something. I spend all day in finance moving numbers around, and at the end of it, I don't have anything to point to except a paycheck." "That's kind of hot," Anna said thoughtfully. Julian blinked. "Is it?" Claire smiled. "It is to me." She took her turn without waiting. "I need to get outside more. My job keeps me cooped up indoors, and I feel like I'm forgetting what trees look like. I want to hike, explore, be in nature." "I'll go with you," Anna said immediately. Claire's face softened. "Really? Yeah, I could use more fresh air too." Jason raised his glass. "See? Resolution's already working." "Your turn," someone said to him. Jason grimaced. "I don't really have one." The room erupted in boos. "Oh, come on," Chase said. "You can't host this whole thing and then opt out." Jason sighed. "Fine, I guess. I've been lonely." That quieted the room. "I love you all," he added quickly, "but I've been single for a long time, and I think I've been pretending I don't care." No one teased him this time. "So," he said, lifting his glass, "I'm going to actually do something about it." Chase was quiet for a beat longer than usual. "I guess it's my turn," he said, rubbing the back of his neck. "I want to figure out who I actually am, not who I'm supposed to be, not who I've been pretending to be." A few eyebrows went up. "I don't know what that looks like yet," he added. "I just know I'm tired of drifting." Madison looked at him then, really looked at him, and smiled softly. She then shifted slightly, glancing around the room before speaking. "I know this is probably weird," she said, a small, self-conscious smile on her face. "I literally just met all of you." "No pressure," Anna said gently. Madison nodded. You've all been really welcoming. It makes this feel safe." She took a breath. "I want to be more stable. I've spent a lot of my life just kind of floating from one thing to the next. I want to be someone people can actually rely on." There was a brief, thoughtful silence. Chase looked at her, something quieter settling in his expression, and nodded once. "Yeah." Anna hesitated a second longer than everyone else. "Okay," she said. "This is going to make me sound ridiculous." "It won't," Jason said automatically. She smiled at him, then shook her head. "I want to write a book." A few heads turned. "I've always wanted to," she continued. "The problem isn't that I talk myself out of it. It's that every time I actually sit down to write, I get distracted. I check something, I clean something, I do anything except write." "That sounds familiar," Claire said. Anna nodded. "So, my resolution is to stop letting myself do that, to actually sit down and write and stick with it." She glanced around the room. "And I'm saying this out loud because I need you all to help me. Ask me how it's going. And if I say I haven't written anything," she pointed at them, "you're allowed to shame me." Chase grinned. "Oh, we're great at that." Jason raised his glass. Accountability pact. I like it. Anna laughed, a little relieved. Good, because I'm serious. When it was my turn, I shrugged. I want to take better care of my body this year. A few approving noises. I don't mean dieting, I added. I just want to know that if something ridiculous happens like the apocalypse, I can climb a fence or run without dying. Zombies, Chase said automatically. Obviously, I said. Laughter rolled through the room, easy and warm. For the first time that night, it didn't feel like we were just killing time until midnight. I stepped out onto the balcony with my drink and pulled the door shut behind me. The cold hit immediately, sharp and clean, cutting through the warmth and noise of the apartment. Below me, the city stretched out in 1,000 points of light, distant and steady, like it had no idea what night it was. I leaned against the railing and took a slow breath. Inside, everyone was still talking, laughing, arguing gently about nothing important. Resolutions had been shared, jokes made, things said out loud that usually stayed tucked away behind small talk and half smiles. It struck me how rare that was. We'd all shown up tonight carrying something. Hopes, doubts, things we wanted to change but didn't quite know how to start. And for a little while, it felt like just saying them out loud, surrounded by people who knew you mattered. I took a sip of my drink and watched my breath fog in the air. Whatever the next year held, I wasn't walking into it alone. That thought settled quietly in my chest, warmer than the apartment behind me.
Still lost in the dream, aren't you? Don't worry, I've got plenty more where that came from. Sweet, sexy, transformative little dreams. All just a click away. And if you're craving the naughty versions, the ones too hot for YouTube, you know exactly where to find them. On my Patreon. I'll be waiting, gorgeous.